Another very hot day around the Permian Basin. Did we hit triple digits? We'll tell you all about that coming up and tell you about some cooler temperatures as well.
Winds aren't helping fire crews this afternoon. The latest from this blaze in Greenwood.
4-year-old boy is left alongside I-20 by his father. We'll tell you why police say his father did it.
There may be something bigger going on with an immigration raid at a Midland apartment complex.
As the severe heat continues, there's yet another casualty to the drought. We'll have that story next.
New water restrictions don't just apply to your lawn. These stories right now on CBS 7 News at 6.
Continuing coverage on the story of a 4-year-old boy thrown from a car in the middle of Interstate 20.
Investigators in Sweetwater say the boy's father told them divine intervention told him to choke his son. That's according to Police Chief Jim Kelly. He also says the boy's biological mother has been out of the picture for some time. A CPS hearing for Angel will take place next week to determine his permanent custody situation.
Today, people in a West Texas community are shocked that the little boy ended up in their care, and police are spelling out how they found his father almost 200 miles away.
We have team coverage on this story tonight. We will start with CBS 7's Jennifer Samp, who is in Sweetwater with more. Jennifer?
The town has named him their Angel.
Well, everybody wants to adopt him.
Chief Jim Kelly spent all day with Angel after he was found literally in the middle of Interstate 20.
Hundreds of cactus from his head down to his feet.
He says he still can't wrap his mind around why someone could do such an act. But this afternoon in a press conference, he told us why.
Along out here on the interstate somewhere, had a religious experience and was told to choke his son and leave him on the side of the road.
Kelly says after 22-year-old Carlos Rico left his son, the father found a dead bird on the grill of his truck. It told him Angel was still alive. That is when Rico decided to turn himself in.
So they go to Saginaw Police Department, and then we start getting information as to who this child is.
The chief says Rico left 2 black bags with Angel, but they're not giving any details as to what was in them. Police say Angel's biological mother was out of the picture since Angel was born. His stepmother is only 18 years old. She was questioned and cleared by investigators last night.
She's essentially the only mom he's ever known.
Chief says the community has adopted Angel into their hearts, and even locals like this family say they have a personal interest of the well-being of Angel.
It's just horrible. It's just horrible. I was bawling when I was watching the news.
Chief says this is one of the worst cases he's seen, and considering the circumstances, he says this little boy is truly a miracle.
Just a good kid. I mean, truly, everybody wanted to take him home.
There will be a hearing at 9 a.m. July 7th in Nolan County to determine who should have custody of the child. In Sweetwater, Jennifer Samp, CBS 7 News.
Jennifer, thanks. Here's a look at Angel's father, 22-year-old Carlos Rico. He turned himself into police in Saginaw, 200 miles from where he allegedly abandoned his son. Rico is from Lubbock, and police say he will be back in Sweetwater before midnight tonight.
4-year-old Angel was found in the middle of the interstate by a local basketball coach at Sweetwater High School.
Now his family says he's been bombarded with media requests and has decided to tell his story. That's where CBS 7's Bo Berman is right now to hear exclusively from him. Bo?
We're joining you now live in Sweetwater, just a few miles from where Angel was found yesterday on Interstate 20. And we're joined now, having a first time to hear from the man who had the first look at Angel, actually picked Angel up and spotted him, and his son. We're joined now by the head coach of the Sweetwater High School basketball team, Al Hunt, and his son Michael. And Al, how was this when you first saw Angel?
It was kind of shock, surprise, you know, on the highway at 6:30 in the morning, and you see a little 4-year-old standing outside the road, and nobody around. It just you're not ready for that, and so. You know, it's just a reaction in what we did, and that's probably the best way we can put it. You know, we just saw him sitting there and just tried to do something with him, help him out.
And Michael, it was your cell phone that made the call to police. What was it like for you to see this little boy there that early in the morning?
It was just kind of scary that he was just sitting there. He didn't even move because we didn't know he was hurt or anything. He was just sitting there. He didn't run across the highway or anything. Just kind of scary.
Just a scary scenario for these guys here. They're actually originally from Andrews, and they moved here a few years ago. Or not from Andrews, they're from Sweetwater, but they lived in Andrews. And anyway, quite a circumstance for them. Tuesday morning early, driving to Abilene. When they see Angel there, they make the phone call, police come and get Angel to the hospital where he ultimately recovered. So quite a story here, and these were the two gentlemen that played a part from the beginning. We'll have more coming up at 10. For now, reporting live in Sweetwater, Bo Berman, CBS 7 News.
More stories that are new tonight at 6 o'clock. A Midland man faces 2 felony charges for the alleged rape of an 8-year-old girl. Bobby Williams is still in the Midland County Jail tonight. He was arrested after the child told CBS investigators that Williams came into her bedroom several times when they lived in the same home. The Midland Reporter-Telegram reports that Williams was living in the den of that home. He could get up to 20 years for each charge if convicted.
A child pornography arrest is made at a Midland apartment complex. It happened as part of an Immigration and Customs Enforcement raid yesterday at the park at Caldera behind the Albertsons in Midland. ICE tells us they arrested Timothy McKeithen on child pornography charges. He was booked into the Midland County Jail before being released into federal custody.
And a 24-year-old Midland man is behind bars accused of trying to have sex with an underage girl. Justin Mark Rector was arrested just after the Midland County Sheriff's Office was contacted by the mother of the alleged victim. According to deputies, the girl had been receiving text messages that they say indicated Rector's intent to have sex with her. His bond has been set at $25,000.
A 56-year-old man is dead after a crash outside of Big Spring on Interstate 20. DPS troopers tell us Gary Truitt was killed when his vehicle went off the road. It happened about 2:30 this afternoon on Interstate 20 near Cobble Road. Truitt was not wearing a seatbelt at the time of the crash and might have been asleep at the wheel. This is according to the DPS troopers. We've just confirmed another fatal crash at 350 and Piper, also in Big Spring. We're working to get more information on that.
A large grass fire in southeast Midland is keeping fire crews busy tonight. It started this afternoon off FM 1379 and Highway 158 in Midland County after burning trash fell off of a trailer. Midland, Greenwood, and Texas Forest Service units were out working. Midland County Fire Marshal Dale Little tells us that up to 200 acres have been burned so far. Fire is also sending up a lot of smoke over parts of that area, and I should say, and parts of that area are also closed off.
Wind gusts are not helping crews get a handle on that fire, and our hot temperatures are always a concern.
Let's check in right now with Weather Director Craig Stewart for a quick look outside. Craig?
Jay Tatum, windy, hot, and very dry outside. That is what we have seen throughout the day. So I want to show you the pinpoint 4x4 radar. We have the true view winds on it. And again, the winds out of the south. They're pretty much sustained anywhere from 12, 13 miles an hour, gusting into the 20s over the last hour. This is what it has looked like. And again, you kind of see the winds really not budging from that sustained into the teens. So what we can expect for this evening, clear skies. It is going to be nice and warm. 89 at 10 o'clock. The winds out of the south to southeast at about 10 to 15. They will diminish a little bit. Coming up in a little bit, we'll let you know if we hit triple digits today and if there's any rain in sight.
Craig, thanks. More stories new at 6 tonight. The heat may be letting up slightly, but with no rain in the forecast, the drought has completely dried up a central feature in one West Texas town.
CBS 7's Shelley Childress was in Andrews to find out about the town's centerpiece duck pond that's almost completely gone.
It's the driest I've ever seen it.
And it looks crazy like this.
A picture is worth 1,000 words, and it is very telling.
You'd never believe it now, but this pond once held 100 million gallons of water. Today it's less than half full, another casualty of the drought that's hitting West Texas hard. Even drivers just passing through can't help but be disappointed.
We thought it was a nice park until we saw the low water, and it looks kind of sad that it's that low.
City Manager Glenn Hackler says they have a few more months until wildlife will be severely endangered. Until then, they're making the best of the situation and making improvements to the pond.
We're working with the county to dig out some of this so it actually provides more stormwater relief.
And for groundskeeper Sam Stamper, the barren portion of the lake has proved to be quite entertaining.
I actually have a Facebook page, and I've got a album on there I call Lake Finds.
Turns out there's more than just fish and ducks in the pond. There's actually buried history below the surface.
At least 10 fishing poles and a carburetor. A replica of a 17th century Tibetan, I think it's Dorje bell.
While the treasure hunt continues here, Hackler remains positive the lake will once again be full.
It will fill up again. It fills up very rapidly. And so when we do receive rains again, we'll be better.
Reporting in Andrews, Shelley Childers, CBS 7 News.
City Manager Glenn Hackler says if the remaining lake water gets too low, they will relocate the ducks, but the fish, which are all stock fish, cannot be saved. This pond has gone completely dry only once in the past.
New water restrictions go into effect Friday, but there are other things you cannot do besides watering your lawn. In Odessa, additional water restrictions include limiting vehicle washing to commercial and mobile car washes only. Also, no water runoff more than 50 feet from your property line. In Midland, washing cars and filling pools is only allowed on your designated watering day. Also, operation of fountains or ponds is prohibited except when necessary to support aquatic life or if the feature is equipped with a recirculation system.
We hope it will help lower the overall usage in the city and get us down below that target number that's been given to us by CRMWD.
Both cities are prohibiting washing of sidewalks, driveways, or any other hard surfaces. Washing down buildings is also off limits unless it is for immediate fire protection. Finally, both cities require residents to repair all leaks within a reasonable amount of time.
A Midland Marine killed in action is back home to be laid to rest, and those events will continue tonight. A public viewing for Josue Ibarra is tonight at 7 at Abundant Living Christian Church. The funeral is scheduled for tomorrow at 11 a.m. also at the church. You can find that information up on our website. Just go to CBS7.com.
It may be hard to keep your yard in good shape while we're under these water restrictions, but there is something you can do. Coming up, a place to take your lawn trash that's good for the environment and beneficial to your lawn, too.
But first, could we finally be free of the triple-digit days? Craig Stewart is back after the break with a look at your 7-day forecast. You're watching CBS 7 News, your eye on West Texas.
Got one more day to go through before we start seeing our temperatures trend downward.
I think we can handle that too.
Oh, I can tell you that. I'd like to see some rain, but if not, let's have cooler temps.
Sounds good.
Yep.
92 for all of our 4th of July festivities.
Yeah, it's going to be nice.
Good.
Craig, thanks.
Sure. Craig, thanks. A full body workout is important to remember when you're at the gym.
Coming up in this week's Health Minute, exercise experts tell us how to get the full effect. It's up next after the break. You're watching CBS 7 News, your eye on West Texas.
If you use weights as part of your workout plan, health experts say don't forget about the chest. Bench press exercises have been a part of physical fitness for a long time. Mission Fitness staff members say it's important to include this exercise because it gives better results for the chest. In fact, it may be better than using machines that only work one area.
Overdoes machine that isolates the chest muscle too much. It's compound, it's effective, it's old school, and it's always going to work.
Mission Fitness staff members also say to make sure that you have a spotter when doing the bench press exercise, and also don't try to lift too much weight.
It's something that can help your yard during our ongoing drought. Mulching. As you mow your lawn and trim your trees and hedges, instead of tossing them into the dumpster, Keep Odessa Beautiful says you can take them to a facility right behind the time machine. Here, the clippings are turned into mulch that is available to Odessa residents for free.
Especially right now with our drought conditions, and we're having to really watch the amount of water that we use. If you put the mulch in your flower beds, your gardens, even on your grass, it helps to keep the moisture inside or down beneath it.
Colin says taking the clippings to be turned into mulch saves space in our local landfills and helps save the city on disposal costs.
Brian Wilkerson joins us now. He's going to talk tennis.
That's right. Another surprising day in England. We will get to that in a second, but first let's get to our trivia question sponsored by Window World. How many years in a row has the...
Entertainment Tonight is coming up next.
You make it a great evening.